Huvv warm-up. mytheatreschool.com. mytheatreschool.com. For this exercise, we start with a soft aspirate vocal onset. If you're not familiar with vocal onsets, then check out the videos on our Learn page. By using an aspirate vocal onset, we're starting with a less abrasive action for the vocal folds. We believe this is a great way to ease your vocal folds into their first big stretch of the day. Be careful not to force the air out or push too hard when saying the letter H. For example, Huvv. You should be very, very relaxed during this exercise. Huvv. By adding a fricative or the V sound, you're balancing the subglottal and supraglottal pressure. This is the amount of air pressure before it reaches the vocal folds and the air pressure after it's passed through the vocal folds. By balancing this, you're creating an environment where the vocal folds can move freely, which again we believe to be a great choice, especially for the first big stretch of the day. And by sliding up and down the scale, that's exactly what you're doing. You're stretching those vocal folds. By using an aspirate vocal onset and adding a fricative to essentially what is a vocal slide, you're creating a safe environment for your vocal folds to work. Why is that important? Well, to make a sound, your vocal folds, formerly known as your vocal cords, come together and vibrate a ridiculous amount of times per second. For example, if you were to sing an A4, then your vocal folds would be colliding or vibrating 440 times per second. Have a look at this oscillatory rate, which is measured in hertz. The rate reflects the number of times your vocal folds are colliding per second to sing the notes as listed in the range column. Look at the difference between the bass and the soprano. This is why each vocalist should design their own vocal warm-ups. You know your voice. You know how it's feeling. Yes, of course, your vocal coach can certainly guide you and explain what each exercise is doing, but only you know if your voice is warm and ready to work. One final note on vocal warm-ups. Don't overdo it. I've heard horror stories of people warming up for 45 minutes straight before a show, essentially adding an extra act into their workload. Find the vocal exercises that work for you and just do those. You don't need anything fancy or challenging. You just need to stretch the muscles to prepare them for your singing session.